Hello learners, welcome back for the new video. In the last video we have seen that the design of the plug flow activated sludge process. Now in this video we will see the design of continuous flow completely mixed activated sludge process. A few design considerations are different for completely mixed activated sludge process. So let's see the design of activated sludge process. The question is, design a continuous flow completely mixed activated sludge process to yield an effluent BOD of 20 milligram per liter. That means the effluent BOD is 20 milligram per liter. Then the influent BOD by following primary clarification is 200 milligram per liter. This sentence means that there is a in the sewage treatment plant there is a primary treatment or the primary treatment is given to the sewage, and after primary treatment the BOD of the sewage is 200 milligram per liter, and this is the BOD which is influent to activated sludge process or which is influent to secondary treatment. That means 200 milligram per liter is an influent to activated sludge process. Then the wastewater flow is 0.1 meter cube per second. Then the kinetic constants are given as yield coefficient 0.65, KD decay constant 0.05, then theta C 6 day, its value in per day, decay constant is in per day. Then MLVSS mixed liquor volatile suspended solid is 3000 milligram per liter. Then return sludge concentration as 15,000 milligram per liter. So first we will write the given quantity. What is given? First the flow rate Q value is given as 0.1 meter cube per second. So let's convert it into meter cube per day or meter cube per hour. First we will convert it into meter cube per hour. Simply multiply it by 60 into 60. 1 second is equal 1 second is equal to 1 by 60 minute, and 1 minute is equal to 1 by 60 hours. So its value, and let's convert it into meter cube per day. Keep 60 into 60 as it is, into hours to day conversion is 1 by 24, and hours is in denominator. That's why you have to multiply it by 24. Okay, so you will get the value of Q as 8640 meter cube per day. Okay. Then S value is given as 20 milligram per liter. Then S naught 200 milligram per liter. Sometimes the value of S and S naught we have to place in kg per meter cube. So I will convert S and S naught into kg per meter cube. Simply you have to multiply it with 10 raised to minus 3. So the conversion will be 0.02 kg per meter cube and 0.2 kg per meter cube. Okay. Then what is given? Kinetic constants are given. Y is equal to 0.65. Then decay constant 0.05 per day. Then theta C solid retention time or mean cell retention time is 6 days. Then MLVSS concentration is represented by capital X, that is given as 3000 milligram per liter or 3 kg per meter cube. Then return sludge concentration as 1500 milligram per liter, XR 15,000 milligram per liter or 15 kg per meter cube. So we'll start with the design. First we will calculate the efficiency of the activated sludge process. So the efficiency is nothing but the BOD removed divided by the total BOD available in the wastewater. That means BOD remove will be here influent BOD is 200 and effluent BOD is 20. That means out of 200 20 is remaining. That means 180 of BOD is removed. That's why 180 divided by 200 is your efficiency. So we'll write in the formula, and its formula is S naught minus S upon S. S naught minus S upon S naught is equal to 200 minus 20 divided by 200 is equal to 180 divided by 20. It is 90%. Its efficiency is 90% or 0.9. It will come as 0.9. Then we have to, as efficiency is expressed in percentage, then we have to multiply it with 100. That's why I have directly written here as 90%. Okay. So next, we know that in design we have to find the dimensions of the aeration tank. So first we'll calculate the volume of the aeration tank. Volume can be computed by the formula hydraulic retention time or solid retention time, but in the numerical hydraulic retention time is not given. That's why we have to consider solid retention time, that is theta c, and the formula for theta c is equal to x into v into 1 plus kd theta c divided by capital Y into Q into S naught minus S. This is the formula, and the terms involved in this equation are theta c is the sludge edge or the solid retention time, then X value is the MLVSS concentration, V is the volume of the reactor or volume of the aeration tank, then KD decay constant, theta c sludge edge or mean cell retention time, then Y, capital Y, yield coefficient, flow rate, influent BOD, effluent BOD. So I will simplify this equation by keeping volume to the left side. Theta c into x into v into theta c into y into q into S naught minus S upon x into 1 plus kd theta c. Okay, so let's put all this value in this, all this value. Theta c is given as 6 days. Theta c is given as 6 days. 6 days into, then yield coefficient capital Y 0.65 into flow rate in meter cube per day. We will take in meter cube per day. 86 Q value is 8640 meter cube per day into S naught minus S. So let keep the value of S naught and S in kg per meter cube, or we can place in milligram per liter also, because here the X and S naught have same same unit. So the unit of these both these quantity will get cancelled. So we will keep in milligram per liter, or you can keep that value in kg per meter cube also. 220. S naught value is 200 minus 20 milligram per liter divided by X value is capital X 3000 milligram per liter into 1 plus KD value is 0.05 per day into theta C 6 days. Okay, first we will cancel the units. So day will get cancelled, milligram per liter will get cancelled, then per day will get cancelled. The unit will remain only meter cube, and the unit of volume is meter cube. So we will get the volume in meter cube. After calculating this, you will get the value of volume as 155.2 meter cube. Okay, here we have found that the volume of the aeration tank or volume of the reactor. Then then we have to take a check for or volumetric loading rate and the F by M ratio. So first we will take check for F by M ratio. Third step is check for F by M ratio. The formula for F by M ratio is Q into S naught upon X into V. Q value is 8640 meter cube per day into S naught value 200 milligram per liter divided by X value 3000 milligram per liter into volume 155.2 that we have found. Okay, so the value of food to microorganisms is 0.37. Its unit is per day, because milligram per liter will get cancelled, meter cube will get cancelled, or its unit in some reference book is written as kg of BOD 5 per kg of MLSS per day. Okay, so both the units are correct. Okay, and the value for food to microorganisms ratio for completely mixed activated sludge process is 0.3 to 0.6. Okay, so and our value is in between these two values, 0.3 to 0.6. Hence our assumptions are okay, or our design is right. Okay, then again we will take check for the organic loading rate or volumetric loading rate. Okay, LORG is equal to Q into S naught upon V. This is the volumetric loading rate or organic loading rate formula. Value of Q is 8640 meter cube per day into S naught 200 milligram per liter divided by volume. Volume is 155.2. Here we have taken the value of S naught in milligram per liter, so let's convert it into milligram kg per meter cube, or we have already converted that into the kg per meter cube. So I will rewrite this equation in terms of kg per meter cube. 8640 meter cube per day into 0.2 kg per meter cube divided by 155.2 meter cube. Okay, so we'll see what will get cancelled. Meter cube will get cancelled. Remaining will be kg per meter cube per day. Okay, after solving this, you will get the value of LORG, organic loading rate, as 1.111 kg per meter cube per day, or kg of BOD5 per meter cube per day. Both are same. And the value of organic loading rate for completely mixed activated sludge process is in between 0.8 to 2.0 kg per meter cube per day. And our value came in between these two values. Hence, this check is also satisfied our assumptions. So our design is right. Okay. Then we will find the next step number 5. We will find hydraulic retention time. Okay, the formula for hydraulic retention time, or its notation, is theta, and the solid retention time notation is theta c. Always remember, theta c is solid retention time and theta is hydraulic retention time. Or in some books, hydraulic retention time is given as the abbreviation HRT. Okay, theta is equal to volume upon flow rate. Volume is 155.2 meter cube divided by flow rate is 8640 meter cube per day. meter cube per day. Then after solving this, you will get the value in terms of day, and its value is 0.18 day theta, and in hours, simply multiply it with 24 hours is equal to 4.32 hours. Okay, then or you can also take it for HRT as a check parameter, but there is no need of taking check because already we have taken the check for organic loading rate and food to microorganisms ratio. Simply I will write the range for the hydraulic retention time here, 4 to 6 hours. Okay, then next 6th step is oxygen requirement. We have to find the oxygen required for the activated sludge process. Total oxygen required is, or the oxygen required can be given as its formula 1.47 into Q into S0 minus S minus 1.42 into Px. Px is the sludge production, or this formula can be written as 1.47 into Q into S0 minus S minus 1.4 into X into V upon theta c. So let's put all these values. 1.47 into flow rate is 8640 meter cube per day, then into S0 minus S let's take the value of S naught as and S in kg per meter cube. S naught is 0.2 minus S, sorry, and S value is 0.02 kg per meter cube minus 1.42 minus 1.42 into X value is 3000 milligram per liter or 3 kg per meter cube into volume 1555.2 meter cube volume divided by theta c is 6 days. First we'll again will cancel the equation. Meter cube will get cancelled, meter cube will get cancelled. You will get the value of oxygen required in kg per day, kg per day. Okay. The total day requirement of oxygen is will come in kg per day. So its value is 1181.95. Then we'll find the recycle ratio. Recycle ratio is equal to small r. Then formula for it is QR upon Q. Recycle flow rate divided by total flow rate or sewage flow. But recycle flow rate is not given, that's why we have to use the another formula, x upon xr minus x. Okay. X upon xr minus x value is 3000 milligram per liter divided by xr 15,000 minus 3000. Okay, so its value is 0.25. Let's find return flow rate. In that case we have to use the recycle ratio formula. R is equal to QR upon Q. Therefore QR is equal to R into Q. R value is 0.25, Q value is 8640 meter cube per day. This value is 2160 meter cube per day. Okay. We have found almost all the parameters of design consideration, and only the remaining thing is the dimensions of the aeration time. We have found that the volume. Okay. Next step is step number 8. Volume is given as we have found it as meter cube. 1555.2 meter cube. Okay, so let us assume length of the tank is equal to let's assume it as in between 30 to 100 meter, so take it as 50 meter. Okay. Therefore area is equal to 1555.2 divided by 50 meter. Area is equal to, the formula for area is volume upon length. Okay, The volume is in meter cube, area in length in meter. So let's change the assumed length, because if the length is small, then the depth value will be more. That's why I will change the length, assumed length as to 80 meter. Okay, then the area will be 19.44 meter square. Okay, then assume depth is equal to 4 meter, and its value in between 3 to 4.5 meter. Okay, therefore width, area is equal to width into depth, therefore width is equal to area upon depth. Area is 19.44 meter square, divided by depth is 4 meter, therefore width is equal to 4.86, make it round up as 5 meter. Okay, so the dimension of the aeration tank are length is we have assumed the length as 80 meter, by width 5 meter, and depth is 4 meter, or we will add 0.5 meter of freeboard, so total will be 4.5 meter. Okay, I will tell you the design considerations for the dimension of the aeration tank. So the length value should be in 30 to 100 meter. Width to depth ratio is in between 1.2 to 2.2 meter. Then freeboard 0.3 to 0.5 meter. Depth 3 to 4.5 meter. Then for diffuse aerator, the depth should be increase up to 6.5 meter. Okay, in this numerical we have assumed the length, and then we have found the area, and then we have assumed the depth, and then we have found the width. So you can assume any value from this consideration, and you can find the LBH for the aeration tank. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.